Siyata Dishmaya. So, yesterday we gave an answer to the pshat of the Bnei Yoshua. The kasha of Bnei Yoshua. Bnei Yoshua that learns is only a gilui. Only a gilui loshoin. So why, when Toisa says that it will be written only in Ezekiel, I would say every divri will need, when he's nikne bekat, it needs made up. When it's only gilui loshoin, the dinim don't transfer. So we answered a very good answer, Baruch Hashem, that the whole starting of Toisus, the whole raya of Toisus, that when the Torah said Kesef, doesn't mean Gilu Loshon. By Nezikim, we have 24 verses Nezikim that Torah says Shovek Kesef Kesef, although it says the Posuk only said by boy, by bo. How we learn Keren, Shen Varegel, Shoimrim, and Gan of Gazlan, whatever 24 verses Nezikim. We don't know Gzor Tachas in Shalem Kesef. It's a Gzor of the word Tachat Netina Shalem Kesef. Those are Tachat Netina Shalem Kesef. It's 4 words. Those 4 words are mentioned in the 24 of Nezikim, and we transfer from one to another the dinim. And the din of Kesef and Shvei Kesef we transfer through the Gzor. So how can we transfer through Gzor? I understand it's transfer Kesef. But Shvei Kesef, how do I transfer? It's only limud. I transfer what it says clearly, but not limudim. Limudim must be b'binyanav. How can b'binyanav? There's chilukim. Each one has his own milas. Each have his own milah. Must be there's a gilu loshon. We prove there's not a gilu loshon because we see by an evediv, we still have a pasuk too. So now that we have a gilu in eved that is not a gilu loshon, and we learn from evediv that Shvei Kesef Kesef. And Evedivi in Nezikim atuk sumavin keechot. So I need to say that Torah wrote Nezikim amuno Eved. So then I don't have I cannot learn from a binanav. Sorry, because I have a chiluk. Chilukim. Elamai I would learn Gilui Loshon, also Gilui Loshon I can't. Why? Because maybe it's only by Nezikim I have Gilui Loshon in the 24 Nezikim. There's a Gzerashov there, only there I have a Gilui Loshon, and anywhere else I don't have a Gilui Loshon. But once I have Eved Ivri, I know it's not a Gilui Loshon. Only in Ezekiel. So the answer is they use the methods of Gilui Loshon. I cannot from Nezikim alone, because maybe it's a special din by Nezikim, special Gilui Loshon only in Ezekiel, when there's a Gzerashov. I don't know any Gilui Loshon anywhere else, right? I don't have a Raya for Eved Ivri or anywhere else. So the only way to learn from the Ziki cannot be a Gilui Loshon. It's only Binyanav. So it made it says if it's Binyanav, it's not good because he kill a mifrach that Eved Ivri needs karka, needs meita bekarka. And that's why I need a pasuk each one on its own. So what we answering is that although we learning that the limud of Eved Ivri is a Gilui Loshon, but now that we have written down only Nezikim, according to this Avamina, that will be the Torah has to write Nezikim and Eved Ivri. If we write only Nezikim, that theory understanding will be only Nezikim. I won't know Eved. The only way to learn Eved that we have a problem with is only through Rabbi Matzinu, because through Binyanav and Matzinu, but not through Gilui Loshon, because it will be Gilui Loshon. Maybe it's a special Gilui Loshon only in Nezikim, which is Gzerah over there of Tachas in the Kesef. I know, since is a maybe, the only way to learn is Binanav. That's what this says, is Binanav. Yes. Yes. He says before. What Teisutuk says. Yeah, I don't have it with me. I left it at home. Show me the lotion. I wouldn't have time. Then what? Then what?
Then you said what you said.
I do.
Just say that how he does it. And how he
does it. That's all was I mean the Loshoin or Limud?
No, this is the Gufay says that this is the it says in Gufay from David the whole all places you learn from there. But then why says there is only because I might say needed for that situation, but really it's really you learn for all places. It's like this the way the whole duchting you learn from there.
Good.
Both.
Yeah, from both you learn from them, I understand. That point from the Yeshua, learn from both, you're right, you see. Yes, true. But is it a limud to give the Loshu, we don't see anything.
He says here, you learn in two places.
I see from Tosfos Tuch, not like the Yeshua. The Yeshua says, if I learn from Binanav, I have chinukim. Must be to give the Loshu. No, I learn from both of them. Once I learn from both of them, there's no problem of Binanav and Matzinu. Because Malatzal HaShovash of him. The Tosfos Tuch says. I'm reading here Tosfos Tuch. Tosfos Tuch, it's one of the Balat Toises. There's a city probably in France called Tuch, or north of France. That's where the Toises come from. Rabbi Yitzchak midan fira, yes. Shvei Kesef Kesef. He doesn't even say use Ritzui. Right? Misvor, the Shvei Kesef Kesef.
It is a possible.
Nezikim Yitzrich Revidim, which looks like Kesef Zimni.
I started saying like this is not like two. The same thing. They only had a different ways, different story, but the maskal is the same. The maskal is the same. All the questions were the story. But the maskal, the story.
According to Mitzvah Midanifra is a svor chitzon Shvei Kesef Kesef. And the psukim anine. Who says what's going on?
Don't say so.
Who says what's going on? That's his maskana. That Shvei Kesef Kesef is svor.
No. He said no. Yeah, he says after he brings the psukim, you have to say this for.
It is a svor. No, he is. ורבינו מניפו אוימר בכל מוקרים ידינן זה מסבור השווה כסף כסף. ובנזיקים אני לפוסו ולביא משום דכסי, תורת העזים. And it means Yerushalmi like this. No, this is a maskona. That shvei kesef kesef, misvor. Why you need posuk by Yevidim and Nezikim explains you. No, maskona, this is it. No, this is the maskona. No, it's a svora. Because it doesn't say so. Right? But Nezikim Yitzchak, but Yevi also need posuk. So that's why I need that's why, although misvora, so why I need a posuk by Nezikim and Yevi is a svora. It's a svora by Nezikim, the damage that's svora. Shmeita Yevidim because there's twice Kesef. There was Makbid. Right? We have Shvei Kesef Kesef because Ritzui. We have Shvei Kesef Kesef because it's a svora chitzoino. And we have a limud from Yevidim and Nezikim. And Toises itself, that we learn from both of them. What does it mean learn? You're learning Mamish Limud, Matzino, or we learn in Gilu Loshon? He learns Gilu Loshon. Okay. What the Marshal is going to do with the Rabbi Yeshua? Yeah, what's his kashas? Why Toisos use the Vedivri instead of using the Zikim? So what the Marshal or the Yeshua answers that the Zikim was known, was an Anocho. That's a harder even. Who's harder in Pshat? The Yeshua or the Marshal? The Yeshua makes up a whole Gemara, a whole Mahalach doesn't say Toisos. Says, why not? Because we see by Nezikim, so we are, how do we really know it from there? Even we say otherwise. The whole Nezikim is being put into Toisos, doesn't mention Toisos. Doesn't mention Chalal. The Yeshua makes up a whole story. What? And okay, you have he has kashas, we have ways to answer. Okay. Yes. Yeah.
Now, what do you do the Marshal? What do you do the Yeshua? How did Tosafot to handle the Yeshua?
No, it's a mechuyv for them. Different pshat. I don't know. Tosis 2 is very hard. Why misvor shvekes kesef? No, the Ran said with ritzui.
He doesn't say ritzui.
Doesn't say ritzui. They're very hard to say that. I know that. Who says it's all for? But he says because ritzui. Look in the Ran. Open the Ran. Open the Ran. Open the Ran. What? Because it's ritzui. With no ritzui, you wouldn't be shvekes kesef. That's the kasha of the Shuanim. Hitcha balayla shliach. Where's the ritzui? You had the kasha in the Ran. The Shua knocks out the Ran. After risi la the so the kasha too, but then the posto yodo bekibla valech the shav shliach. Okay, you can say Gemara so shliach is a general agreement is enough. It's like an act of good. The Bishop can answer that, but the Tosos Tuch brings the Rabbi Tzvi for a whole different mahalach. That shvei kesef ke kesef misvoga, nothing to do with ritzui. You saw the Tosos Tuch? I don't know. I know what he says. I don't know which song. I only know what he says. It doesn't say more than what he says. What?
There's a spot of it. Then you can say as a spot because it's a minor in Shabbat Kesef.
You can enjoy it right away.
The spot for that.
Maybe it's part of the Ra. He didn't say the flower.
He didn't say as for Ritzu
ורבי יצחק מתנפירה אוימר ובכל מוקם ידינן מסבורו לשווה כסף ככסף. Anywhere in the Torah, you know the shvei kesef like kesef. I tell you, in the laws of ribis, you hear this? This is my book Torah Metzion. I bring down this kasha that in ribis or in debts or in tnoim and conditions, the Gemara uses the language malihen, malidmen, malidmen, malihen. You heard those words ever? Those were Maseches Matzia. Is what I care if it's the money or it's the thing itself, or the thing itself or the money, its value. Which means since value of money I can transfer to money I can transfer to valuable things. So what do I care? It's all the same. If I owe you money, can I pay you? Let's say I stole from you a jacket. I did a shino, I pay you the jacket or the value of it? The value. If I owe you money, can I pay you the money or can I pay you even objects? Or if I owe you objects, can I pay you money? What? No, that's in Gzeila. I'm talking about Alva. And a loan, borrowing money. If you lend me your jacket, can I pay you back money? I know all that. Right, it's a loss of time and energy.
What does it mean? What's the difference? What's the difference? What's the club? The borrower, the lender?
But it's also it's a grabbing.
1 second.
It's also a grabbing. So if you take the jacket, he grabs it from you.
Yeah.
And therefore, I don't know. I think gives it back, or rather, it should be money. It's like with the talis when you grab one grab it and the other grabs it, But in this case, he grabs whole and he takes it. But
Shlomo, did you print the Rabbi Yecheskel? Did you print Rabbi Yecheskel to everyone? Where's the Rabbi Yecheskel? We don't have it here. What?
It talks about someone who took a
The Gemara in Daf Ches talks about what happened if the Ran in Daf Ches says, what happened if a woman says on something which is less of a Shava Pruta valued, she says, for me it's worth a Pruta. She can make it money and to be married with it. The Ran says again, Ran Daf Chet Amud Aleph says that a woman cannot say Ledidi Shoveli, to me it's worth, when it's not Shava Pruta, to make it Shava Pruta. If the date, he gives her a date. He says in Madai, in the country of Madai, he's in Persia. It says, if you take it to Madai, he knows Madai, Yonatan? Media, Madai. It's around Iran. So he says, if you go to Madai, this date is worth a puta. Oh, so the Ran says because the Rambam says, Rambam and Ran, because dates are something that can hold for a long period of time. They're not fruits or vegetables that get decayed. You can really actually bring it to Madai. That's why, even though he is not worth a puta, but there is worth, it's okay. But vegetables that will get ruined and destroyed by the time I get there's no reference. He is not worth a puta, is finished. The Ran says, from here we learn that if a woman says, for me it's worth it, you give her half an apple, a half a cucumber, a quarter of a cucumber. And it's, for me it's worth a puta. מה כן, אנחנו נלמד את זה. כן, אנחנו צריכים ללמוד את זה. I want people should spend time on the Yecheskel and learn it well. This is the piece that the Yeshiva world learns in the Sugya. Okay? He summarized all the Svahas, it's very important. Divrei Yecheskel, he was the Rosh Hashiva of Slabotka, and he was a big Talmid of Rabbi Chaim Halevi. And he wrote down that in this Sugya a very long piece, which everybody else, years later, talking about 100 years ago. So in the last 100 years, hundreds of books were written on this shtickle there. I won't say the word thousands, but definitely hundreds. Okay? What? Not 100,000, hundreds definitely. And every Shiva Bocher knows this Divrei Yecheskel. Learns Kiddushin, knows this Divrei Yecheskel, okay? If you learn Maseches Kiddushin and you don't know Divrei Yecheskel, you have a lack of intelligence. Anyhow, the Ran says that if the woman says, Ran Daf Ches Amud Aleph says, if the woman says, to me it's worth a pruta, there's no value. If now it's not a pruta, she cannot make it. So therefore, the Divrei Yecheskel learns that when the Ran says, you hear this, Rebbe Baruch, you say, what Pshat Ran says, when the Ran says that because she agrees, a Vala should work, Shvei Kesef Kesef, he can't say that her Ritzui makes it a Kesef. Has to be this internal svara that Shvei Kesef Kesef. Again, the Ran says that if something is not worth money, not worth a pruta, and the woman says, Didi Shoveli, for me it's worth a pruta. Her Ritzui cannot make not Kesef Kesef. So therefore, he says also here, when I say Shvei Kesef Kesef, it cannot be that the Ran means that her Ritzui makes not Kesef, which is Shvei Kesef to Kesef. Really, Shvei Kesef is not Kesef. Because she agreed, Vala should be like Kesef. Says her agreement doesn't make not Kesef Kesef. Like we see by Lesach of a Puta, her agreement doesn't make a Puta, even though she agrees. There has to be something internal that it is considered Kesef. If it's something internal Kesef, then it's Kesef. What? Oh, so does he have the Divrei Yecheskel explains what it means? You have to the Divrei Yecheskel what it means.
Not exactly because the case of that is less than a pruta.
Yes.
Country and the other country is worse than pruta.
Yes.
And now in this country is not nothing.
Yes.
But in Shabbat Kesef, it worth money. In every country, it worth something.
Yeah. So that's the answer. The answer is Shvei Kesef Kesef because anywhere else in the world is money, but not because I want. The Ritzui doesn't make it money. Like we see, Leshavaput doesn't make it money. It's not the Ritzui that makes it. Is that people value it like money, or Shvei Kesef is like Kesef. You can get Kesef.
Shuma makes it. Shuma makes it to Shabbat Kesef. I mean, Puto, the rest of Puto. A woman cannot make it show Kesef, Kesef. Only Shuba can make it. Right? This is Pshat.
Yeah, do we have a Divrei Cheskel here? Ah, very good. I would want to learn Divrei Cheskel inside.
Well, he wouldn't save himself.
What?
He wouldn't save himself.
No. When he prints it, we learn inside. Very good.
Only the first part right now, or the whole thing?
Let's do the first part now, because we have to learn right now. And then we'll continue on. Yes.
That we're talking about something that were fruit up, but like a vegetable or something. I have a question that something that disappears, something that it's not staying, isn't that would be a problem? Like I say the opposite, there is a 30 agorot, someone give 30 agorot and marry this woman, but 100 years later, this person was a very big rabbi, and this 30 agorot they give to auction and they worth millions of dollars.
So
saying that if the wife receives something that is physical, money or Shabbat Ruta that physical, in the future it stands, but something like a vegetable, she eats it, or I don't know what happened, something that disappeared. How is it possible that you can do Kiddushin with something that disappeared?
you can't. You cannot. That's what I says. You cannot. You cannot. You're right. You cannot.
So the half cucumber would not.
Will not work. Only dates. That's exactly what I said. Only dates. Let's see the what you the Divrei Cheskel. Who has it? Who doesn't have it?
Why can't we do that clear?
What?
Why can't we do that clear? That because you want to learn Shabbat Kesef, that is not the Kesef from the case of the coin.
Right.
We want to learn now
There is Avnei Miluim in the page Daf Hey. You see in the Daf Hey, the Slabotka sheets. We have an Avnei Miluim.
Yeah.
Which page?
Hey.
In the page. So you have Avnei Miluim. There's a big Rashbo and Ritvo here. The Avnei Miluim goes on that. And you have Chos Chidush Ruvain, and you have Divrei Cheskel. Those are the three things we need to see. Again, we have to see the Rashbo and the Ritvo. See Ramban, Rashbo, Ritvo, Tosas Reed. There's Avnei Miluim, Rabbeinu Ruvain, and Divrei Cheskel. All those four things, four rabbis we need to see. So let's start with the Tosas Reed because they're small. You see the Tosas Reed and Daf Hey. Tosas Reed. Rav Yosef Omar Shve Kesef Kesef. Ma Shapir Shamoire. You know who's the Moire? Moire is the teacher. Who is the teacher? Rashi. Ma Shapir Shamoire, what Rashi taught, the Shve Kesef Ke Kesef, Yalfilon Miyoshiv de Lekamon. How do we know that Shve Kesef Kesef by Kiddushin? We learn it from Eved Divri. Ein Onireli. The Tosas Reed says, I don't agree to Rashi. Basically, he's not agreeing to Tosas. So Tosas says we learn from Eved Divri. No, Ein Onireli. Why? The Svorahi. It's a common sense. The Kol Shenikne Bekesef, Nikne B'Shvei Kesef. Anything you acquire with money, you can acquire with value of money. Benisha, acquiring a woman. Ben Kaka, acquiring land. Ben Pidyon Ben, I redeem a baby. Ve'ein tzorich la'avir ra'aya bozeh. You don't need to bring a proof for this. You hear this, Jonathan? You don't need to bring a proof for that, he says. There's no, he said, I don't need a raya for that. Right, he argues on Tais, he follows the Ran and the Rashbo. The cave on that sins, that cave on that sins. The cave, I'm reading the Tosas Reed. He says, why misvora shvei kesef kekesef? The came when I'm reading Tosasri. The came when shemisratzi lekabe shvei kesef. Since they agree to receive value of money, areu kekesef is like money. Since they agree to accept value of money, it's like money. What? Like the God, yes. Since the woman or the person wants to buy the land, the seller of the land, the woman, and the Cohen that wants to redeem the baby, all of them agree to receive value of money. It's like money. So I don't need a verse for that. What does that mean? So I think the svara is that why value of money is less than money. Because value of money is only the pleasure of the thing itself. If I don't want it, I need to exert myself to sell it and to get money out of it, and then buy something else, or to sell it to trade with another thing which I want. The answer is it's a tircha. It's called tircha. What does the word tircha mean? Exertion. But when I agreed to accept that exertion of me, so then the value of money is like money. Again, why the value of money is not like money? Because money has a potential to buy any pleasure I want. And and value of money is only one certain pleasure. Shoes, fruits. But fruits is not shoes. If I want shoes, I need to sell the fruits, get money, and buy shoes, or to trade fruits. I have to find one guy that wants to trade. It's very hard and hard to get such a person, right? But if I accept that exertion, if I agreed, means I agreed to do the tircha, right? Or to do it without a tircha. So what's the problem? It's like Kesef. I don't need to reverse that's it. Or I agree it is right now, and if not, I accepted the exertion. I don't need a verse for that. Only by nezikim by nezikim I can exempt myself even with subin. Subin is the flower with the shaft. What? Yes. And the damager cannot prevent. Then yochel mazik has to be opposite. Yochel nizak. Again, mazik, I damage, I need to pay. As I think it's a mistake. Mazik is not the receiver, the nizak is received. It's a mistake. When yochel nizak the one is being damaged cannot prevent. I want money. It's a mistake. It has to be nizak. When yochel nizak the nizak cannot prevent the mazik, veloima, and to tell the mazik, I want money. So by nezikim, it's by force. That's a posuk. Rather by a debtor, by a debt, you cannot redeem yourself only with money. But by chov you only can pay with mois. There's nothing what is the money you can pay by force. Elim ken unless you don't have. You're also redeeming a slave, Jewish slave. Even though I bought it with cash, with money, he can redeem his own value of money. He could. Even if that's happened, he could. Because Kesef is by Kli and by Yitzchak. So even though the Maisi bought with money, he still can redeem his own value of money. You cannot prevent it. I gave you money, I want back money. That's when you're a prostitute, you cannot prevent. Again, the Bnei says since it's an exhaustive because then what? Zeras HaKosov Kesef Dafka, no? If there's a Zeras HaKosov Kesef Dafka, so that's why I can, that's Bnei Yeshua. So therefore I cannot say Shvei Kesef, right? Right, that's my problem on Tuesdays, okay? So that's why I understand Kicha.
And after that, to say that, then it can work. But before then, 10 hours, maybe there's a cost.
Very good. I agree to that, what you say. That the Ritzu will help me for even Exeras HaKosov. But if you look at Tosha Sri, there's much a thing clearly. Any kinyan, not only by Kiddushin, it says Kicha. Any kinyan, Shvekez Ekesem Yismol, because it's a Ritzu. What?
In any case, where it says Kesef.
Why? Only by Kiddushin is Kiikach, it's Exeras HaKosov. Anywhere else, why? Who says when I buy something with money, it's like that's what's common sense. People want money for the objects. When I buy land with money, when I do pidabin with money, I don't need a svara, I don't need a raya. Since there's a ritzui, since they agreed, it works. Agreement, it's enough. When I have an agreement, it's enough. So what do we got here? We have here the Tosas 3 that says that Shvek Kesef and Kesef because they both agree. It's like the Ran. Since both agree, Shvek Kesef and Kesef Misvara ben Isho Kako Pidyon Ben. I don't need a raya for that. But he says, since the Misratze lekabel Shvek Kesef, since there's a reason to receive Shvek Kesef, it's not like a Kesef.
What about the raya of the we saw before of the coin in other country and it's not worth what the test will say?
The if you look at the info page before, you count 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 lines on the bottom of the left column of the Ritva. And he says, Av oche gabe kin the Kiddushin Kesef, came with the Midash Shneim, since they both agree to Kiddushin Kesef. Who? Ve'ika dovar choshu. You hear the word dovar choshu? Yes. And Shvei Kesef, it's something important. Look at the words. Mali Kesef, Mali Shvei Kesef. What do I care? Kesef, Shvei Kesef. Like Mali Hen, Mali Dmeh. Or Mali Dmeh, Mali Hen. Since it's an important thing, and they both agree, so what I care? Kesef, Shvei Kesef. So let's it's less than the value of food, but it would help that they both agree. That's what I'm trying to say. If they both of them agree and it's not Shvei Kesef, it would work. But I have Dover Choshu, which is I have the value of money. And they both agreed, so which means it's only it's so then what I care if it's Kesef or Kesef, I think the meaning is, so what's the worst? I don't like it, so I can sell it and I exert myself, I sell it and I get to it. It's only a question of teeth. That's my understanding. Right. The moment I agree for the ticha, so it's not a prevention. Since I agreed, so I took away the problem, the deficiency of ticha, of exertion. You understand, Yonatan? Again, why the value of money is less than money, Yonatan? Why? What's the smoke behind? Because value of money, it's pleasure. Money has potential, any pleasure. Value of money is specific pleasure. right? Specific usage, but money has potential, and any which I can choose. So, but since the value of money is important thing, which means it's important to people, which means I have a way to trade it and get back the money, and money will give me the option to do what I want, right? So that exertion, it's only exertion, it's only tircha. Once I agreed to the tircha, and it's double choshu, which means is that I agreed. If I agreed to less than pruta, for me it's worth it. It's you can't trade with it. There's no value. It's in your mind. It's in your head. It's imagination in your head. But if it's my head. It's not my imagination. Everybody in the world values a pruta at least, which means everyone in the world values it that I can trade and get a pruta from it. It's only a question of exertion. So when I agree, it should work. What? Not the night if it's less, because I'm double choshu. But if it's double choshu, so they both agree, it works. Because mali kesa, mali shvek kesa, because I can trade with it and get to it. It's niticha. So if I agree to it, it's okay. Yes, what do you want to say, Chaim? Yes. Yes.
There are other people who won't. So you say that you like that is good. But the other hand, but something it's for you to say it's good. Of course, the both sides are across the board, but it's only partially good.
Why? Why it's only partially? Why it's only partially? I know, I agree. So that's why I need a tircha. 1 second. Some people won't agree, some people agree. So right now in the world, there's for sure people will agree. Not all, I just define them. It's just a tircha, just exertion. That's why it's tircha. So I'm saying if I'm moichel on the tircha, because I agree to it, so then the value, the shvek kesef is like kesef. Mali kesef, mali what? What? Yes. I'm answering you. Person, not portion. A lot of people. So a portion of people would want it, but a lot of people wouldn't want it. Right? I don't know a percentage, but the point is that right now in the world there's a group of people that want it. Right now in the world people don't want it. But there's a group Vadai that want it. You just have to find them. It's a question of tircha. That's why if I agree, the ritzu removes the tircha. But the value because the shvekes is choshu. If the shvekes will be less than pruto, choshu is not choshu, so ritzu wouldn't help like the B'Shvus Kash. Like there are. But since there's no more choshu, means some people value to trade with it. There's only a question to exertion to find them. If I agree, it should work. Okay, I have to stop here. I'm not going to be here probably tomorrow. I'm not going to be here Sunday. I'm going to a Levaya in America. I'm flying probably 1 o'clock this afternoon. I'm going to come back. It's one of my major donors of Altzion. Pamela's father. Her mother passed away. Now her father's passed away. In St. Louis? No. It's buried in St. Louis. No, it's St. Louis. So I have to fly there. It's a big tircha for me. Big Gershom. I have no choice. Yes. It's a big tircha for me. But they are partners of the yeshiva. Spiritual partners. They help the yeshiva. They donate a lot of things in the yeshiva you guys use are part of their money. So therefore, they are partners. What happens? You have to bittul to go to bittul. So I have to go give them the kavod and I have to fly. So I'm not going to be here. Let's say Kaddish. Daven should be matzliach. Kaddish might come quick and back. That's it. Rabbi Hanania ben Akash shoy merot zakonis bo kol zakos lefika. Hier mo eftem שנאמר לחובץ המעצית והוא תהום ידיר.